Over the last few months, I've had a handful of buyers that I was working with decide to put their home search on hold and wait until next year. They just didn't want to pay these high prices right now and think that the prices are going to come down next year. But are they? Why are prices rising? Well, a recent report that came out by CoreLogic shows that home prices over the last year have increased 18.1%. Now, it doesn't take my Florida State economics degree to understand what's going on here. The demand for houses is just much greater than the actual supply of homes that are available out there for all the buyers. So where are prices headed? Well, experts are forecasting that home prices will continue to rise, although at a slower rate than they have in the recent past. So buyers may see this as welcome news, but just a slowdown in the price increase doesn't mean prices are going to fall or prices depreciate. So 5 major entities that track real estate housing markets are forecasting that home prices will continue to rise at different rates. But here you can see that on average they're predicting a 5.2% increase. And likewise, Freddie Mac, Fannie Mae, and the Mortgage Bankers Association are also expecting an increase in interest rates to rise as well, on average of about 3.73%. So what does this mean for home buyers? Well, someone waiting to enter the market until next year may end up costing them a lot more money in the long run. And let's see what that might look like. Here we can see if we have a $350,000 home purchase now with a 10% down payment and an approximate current interest rate, their monthly payment, just for the principal and interest portion, not including their taxes and insurance parts, will be $1,304. However, if they wait a year, using that average increase in the price and the interest rates that we saw in the previous graphs, the same house will now cost $368,200, and at the interest rate of 3.73%, you'll have a monthly payment of $1,531. So the difference between those two payments is $227 a month. And over the life of the loan, that buyer can pay an additional $82,000. So you can see how waiting, while it might seem like a good idea, can actually cost you a ton of money. And I know that you can do something much better with $82,000 than just simply giving it to the bank. Another thing that we're seeing as well, simply because there's such a huge demand for housing right now, is the sellers, unfortunately, truly are in the driver's seat when negotiating a contract on their home. And yet we still see plenty of buyers that think they can still play the real estate game the way that they've done it in the past, or it's always been done for many, many years. They'll come in and look at the list price kind of as the ceiling, the top price that seller is willing to take, and they'll make an offer somewhere lower, ideally try to negotiate and come up somewhere in between. So while that still does happen a little bit now, that is such a small percentage of the transactions that are going on out there right now. In fact, I did some research on the homes sold in our area going back to January 1st of 2021, so just over 9 months now. 57% of the homes sold were for more than the list price. So that's more than list price. An additional 16% of those homes sold at the list price. So 73% total sold at or more than the asking price. So while coming in, trying to make a low offer is a possibility, if you want to win in this competitive multiple offer environment that we're seeing, it's probably not the best idea. You probably need to be anticipating to pay what they're asking, or if not more, if you want a chance to compete and win that house. In fact, 24.5% of all those transactions were cash deals. So that makes it even more difficult for a buyer who's using a loan to compete against those cash buyers if they're using a loan. The bottom line is that just high demand and low supply of homes is what's driving up the prices. So while prices will increase at a slower rate, the experts are still expecting that they will continue to go up. But it's still a great time to be out there in the real estate game looking for that new dream home. Just know that the rules of the game and the way it's being played right now have changed from maybe what you've experienced in the past or what you've heard. You just need to be prepared for that. Well, I'm Stewart.Ebaugh with Southern Classic Realtors. If you have any questions or if I can support you in any way, just give me a call, send me a text, email. I'll be happy to do whatever I can. Well, thanks for joining me on this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.